Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Stephen V. Richardson wishing you another happy and grateful day. Today I'm going to share with you a few of my thoughts about a topic that I believe that each and every one of us could really focus and improve upon that could take our businesses, as many people like to say, to the next level. As you have heard from me, as we have all heard from many more and much more successful people than myself, there's a concept in our business that goes something like this: exposure is everything. Exposure is everything. Exposure is everything. Did I happen to mention that exposure is everything? Exposure is everything means simply, as you know, that if people do not know who you are, if they don't know who you're connected with and how you and your organization has helped others, and more importantly, if they don't know how you could potentially help them achieve the dreams and goals for themselves and for their family, if they don't know who you are invisible. And invisible individuals, invisible businesses do not survive, and they definitely do not thrive. So something that I remind myself every single day and remind those who I am working with as much as I can, and that is exposure is everything. Now, if exposure is everything, and it is, then that means the single biggest thing that you can do to improve your business is to increase the number of exposures that are happening across your organization on a daily basis. Say it again. Increase the number of exposures that are happening across your business, across your organization, every single day. Now, many of you who are watching this are still what I'd like to call an army of one. Maybe you just started, maybe you're still looking to get ready, or maybe your business grew for a while and it had its season, now it's gone back to only you at this moment actively working your business. It doesn't matter how many people you have actively working your business right now, as long as at least one person, that would be you and me, are exposing every single day. So the training today I'm going to share with you is how to increase the number of exposures that you and I are doing. And when you and I do it, then we can duplicate that across our organization. So here's a recommendation for you. Once again, this is something that I've learned from people who are much more successful than I am, multimillionaires in this business, in this company. So here's the recommendation. It all has to do with your calendar. Now, it's amazing, fascinating, how many people live their days and weeks and months and years and lives without actually utilizing a calendar to plan out and to track their activities. Here's what I have found from personal experience and personal observation. Successful people live by their calendar. If it's going to happen, it's on their calendar. If it's not on their calendar, it's probably not going to happen because they are disciplined professionals. So whether you have been using a calendar to this point, whether you even have a calendar, get a piece of paper and write out the squares of a month or at least a week, and do what I'm suggesting that you do. But before you write anything on your calendar, here's a huge recommendation, and that is write down on a piece of paper, maybe even on a portion of the calendar that you're going to create in just a minute. Write down on that piece of paper why you're doing this in the first place. Why you're even going to a job every single day if that's what you're doing. Why you get up and run your business if that's what you're doing every single day. Who you are doing this for. Because even if it's just for you, and I know it's not, there are other people in your life who will and must benefit from the production that happens from the activity that you will start doing when you utilize a calendar. So write those things down. Is it just to start paying off some bills, or to pay off all the rest of your bills? Is it to increase the amount of money that you have in savings? Is it to have some options on maybe not having to continue doing what you're doing until you quote unquote retire? Is it that you want to travel? Do you want to help others? Maybe it's other family members. Maybe it's pay off some student loans for yourself or for your kids. Maybe you want to give more to your church. I don't know. All I know is there are reasons why you're even watching this video, and reasons why you get up every single day and work as hard as you do. My challenge is remember why you're doing this and why this activity that I'm recommending is so important. So write down, as we like to call it, write down your why. And you really should be thinking about it and seeing it and striving for it every single day. So you have why you're doing this business, why you are doing what I'm getting ready to tell you to do. Now, on your calendar, let's just look at a week's period of time, 7 days. Because you can do it for 7 days, maybe you can do it for a couple of weeks. If you can do it for a couple of weeks, maybe you can do it for a month. If you can do it for a month, maybe you can stretch that out to 60 or 90 days. And once you have 90 days, officially, people used to think it was 21 days to create a habit. Research has shown since that time that it's probably closer to 66 days. But if you can do something consistently for an extended period of time, it'll become a habit, and then you won't have to work so hard to do it. So here's the recommendation with regards to your calendar. First and foremost, write on your calendar whatever is most important to you that you must do every single week. Now, I'm guessing that has to do with you and probably your family. Maybe it's family time. Maybe it's spiritual time. Maybe it's your own personal quiet time. I don't know, but there's something that is and must be most important to you that you absolutely have to, or at least want to do. And I recommend that you put those things on your calendar first. Maybe it's date night. Maybe it's time with your family. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's exercise. Put that thing on absolutely first before anything else. Now you're going to probably do it. Second thing you're going to put on your calendar are the things that you have to do every single day anyway. For many of us, it's a business. For most of us, it's probably some type of a job. Whatever you're doing for your quote-unquote 9 to 5, and maybe it's 9 to 5, maybe it's 7 to 7, maybe it's noon to whenever. Whatever your schedule is, your work schedule, your business schedule, write that down on your calendar next. And voila, all of a sudden you're seeing why you have so little time to do what you want to do. So you now see on your calendar what is most important to you, and you also see what you must do every single day. Here's the fun part. There's time available. Whether it's the time that you're sleeping, whether the time you're doing between this or between that, the time that you have on your days off, there will be pockets of time, sometimes entire days, that open up, and they open up so clearly when you've written them down on your calendar. Now, I'm not even going to suggest or recommend that you try to find an entire day where you're not doing anything else, because that hasn't happened to me yet, and it probably rarely, if ever, happens to you. So I'm not going to ask you for an entire day. I'm not even going to ask you for hours and hours on any particular day. How about we start out with 15 minutes? We're going to carve out a few chunks of 15-minute segments to do everything that you need to do to get things rolling. So what will the first 15 minutes be? The first 15 minutes will be to reach out, to connect or reconnect with somebody and expose them to your product by offering to share or sell it to them. Very simple conversation. Hey, I just started a business. I'd love for you to try something. I don't know if you want to try it or not, but I'd love for you to sample it, and I'd love just to get your honest opinion on how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Give people the opportunity. Invest is all those things you wrote down and all the reasons why you do what you do every single day. Are they worth 15 minutes in a day to share something that you know could possibly help another human being? I have to believe that the answer to that question is yes. So 15 minutes, sometime on your calendar, and write it down. 15 minutes, preferably the same time every day. Might change on days off or on the weekends, but 15 minutes preferably every single day. And those 15 minutes are going to be invested into sharing and exposing your product. Why? Because exposure is everything. So offer to share / possibly sell your product to another person. Even if you did that with one person every single day, you'd probably put yourself in the top 1% of our company and probably the entire industry in this business. For a second 15-minute segment period of time. Now, these don't have to be back to back. That doesn't require you to have to carve out an entire chunk of 30 minutes, even though most people should be able to do that. But whether it's back to back or not, a completely separate segment of 15 minutes. 15 minutes to expose another human being to the opportunity of your business. Let them know that there's something going on. You don't know if it's right for them. All you know is it's helping you, and it's helped so many others, and you believe that they could benefit from at least taking a look at it. Are they open to looking at a little bit of information about something that could possibly improve their lives and help them achieve their dreams and goals? Can you carve out 15 minutes a day just to do that? Now, you can do it any way you want. Maybe you need to text it, direct message. I don't recommend a post, but whether you call somebody or you leave a video message or maybe even meet them face to face, can you carve out 15 minutes a day? And you can do any or all those things. But 15 minutes a day, can you reach out to another human being and expose them to the opportunity of this business to see if they're open to get enough information to make an educated decision on whether they will allow us to help them or not? Can you do that? I'm sure the answer is yes. Will you do that? We'll see. The final 15-minute segment is not even every single day. It's once a week. Whoever your success coach is, whoever your mentor is, maybe it's me, probably if you're watching this, maybe it's me, possibly it's somebody else. Can you write down on your calendar 15 minutes a week to reach out to your success coach or mentor? I guess that if you reached out to somebody who's already done what you want to do, who's already achieved what you want to achieve, who's already been through the landmines, the hills and valleys, the successes and challenges, and they are open and willing to share that information and wisdom with you, wouldn't it be a good idea to connect with them at least 15 minutes a week? So for many of you who have me as your success coach, our next conversation, recommend that you bring it up before I do. But the recommendation is sometime on your calendar, let's write out 50 minutes so that we can reconnect, so I can make sure that everything is on track and I can help you the best that I can. So hopefully this is making sense. I'm extremely excited. Full disclosure, these are things that I used to do, and when I did them consistently, I was extremely successful. And guess what happened? I stopped doing them because I lost the temporary discipline to do it every single day. And guess what? Had some challenges with regards to the continuing growth of my business. But we're back on track. It is another beautiful day, and I'm excited about working with you in the future. So this has been Stephen V. Richardson, challenging you to carve out 15 minutes. 15 minutes to expose your product, 15 minutes to expose your opportunity, and 15 minutes a week to reconnect with your success coach and mentor. Have an amazing day. Take care. Take charge. See you at the top. Much love.